Welcome to Focus. We are in Turkmenistan, in the seaside town of Awaza, where a crucial summit has just been held on the future of the Aral Sea. The subject worries the world, along with deforestation in the Amazon, an ecological and economic challenge that the member countries of the International Fund for Saving the Aral Sea are trying to tackle. The creation of the fund dates back to 1993, but it had been 10 years since such a meeting had taken place. Meanwhile, the different member states have of course worked on their side, but the goal of this summit was to revive and reinvigorate joint action. And you will see, from this point of view, it is a success. For the occasion, the president of Turkmenistan, Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedov, invited the other founding members of the organization, the presidents of Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan. The goal was for heads of state to come together, put their ideas on the table, discuss them, analyze why things are getting worse and what we need to do to fix the problem. A problem that dates back to the 1960s. At that time, the Aral Sea was the fourth largest salt lake in the world. But it has dried up considerably because of intensive agriculture and irrigation. The sea has lost 90% of its surface. Its salinity has exploded. Millions of fish have disappeared. When the Aral Sea receded, the port cities in that area also disappeared, and the people who were historically linked to the activity of the fish and depended on it lost their jobs. In 2005, the construction of a dam financed by the World Bank helped bring water back to the north, a true renaissance for this region of Kazakhstan. Today, we produce 8,000 tons of fish in this region, and we have 8 fish processing plants. Part of this fish is exported to Russia and Western Europe. Further south, a large area has completely dried up, and with the strong winds of this region, the salt and pesticides that are deposited there are spreading in a very worrying way. For the first time, the phenomenon has even touched Tashkent, the capital of Uzbekistan, which is 500 kilometers away. Recently, for 4 days, the atmosphere was covered with saline dust that does a lot of harm, not only to people's health, but also to the harvest. At the summit, member countries made a very important decision, laying the foundation for a new strategic and, above all, a common action plan. The objective is to further control the use of water, for example through green technologies to reduce volumes in irrigation. Other ideas have also been mentioned, such as planting of plant species that are resistant to salt. From an ecological point of view, we are trying to make the region greener. For example, by creating a green belt at the bottom of the Aral Sea and around inhabited areas. Last April, the United Nations, on the initiative of Turkmenistan, adopted a resolution for a cooperation with the Fund for Saving the Aral Sea, a sign that far beyond Central Asia, the international community has taken the measure of the challenge.